because I like even numbers, I'm gonna let this be the 10th and final bass today. This is a Mexican Fender. As you can see, it's kind of like a relic style. And it's got these, I'm not familiar with knobs like this. So here are the two knobs, and then it's got these selectors knobs on the bottom, okay? So, but there's one big caveat. This bass has the exact same issue that my Fender, Mexican Fender Jazz has, and here it is. Not good. I mean, everywhere else it plays nice.
Still here flying away, huh?
Yeah. You see this one? Look, check it out.
Yeah, it's because they have that really tight radius on there. Yeah, that's. I've got some Fender Strats at home with a 7 1/4 inch radius, and I like a low action.
Yeah.
So every time I go to bend notes down here, because you're bending the string uphill, you know what's going to happen. You know, every time, and I forget about it because I get carried away, and I'll be doing a solo, and I'm going to do that big Dave Gilmour bend, and it's like,
yeah. Well, it's weird. It's a Mexican Fender thing. I've got a vintage P bass. It doesn't do that. I mean, of course, someone worked on it. Obviously, I mean, it's ancient. It's like 62, I think. Yeah. But
see, I've got some other Strats that are 9 1/2 inch radius, and they don't do it.
Yeah.
It's just a 7 1/4 because it's such a small radius. You know.
This bass looks like God, I'm trying to remember the guy's name. He played with Pink Floyd. He played
Roger Waters?
No, not Roger Waters. My black bass looks like Roger Waters' bass. No, it's the guy who took his spot in the late 80s for the Momentary Lapse. And he played like on all the studio gigs like Madonna, Like a Prayer. And he's got a bass that looks like this. He's a British guy.
Yeah, I was just about to say he's a British dude. I think his name is...
Is it Guy something? Or
Guy Pratt?
I think it is Guy Pratt.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's Guy Pratt. I'm pretty sure.
He played with Floyd. Singing backup and playing. I'm going to interrupt this video just to give you this fun fact or this bit of trivia. In 1987, before Guy Pratt took that job with Pink Floyd, it was offered to Colin Moulding. David Gilmour himself called Colin Moulding and asked him if he wanted to join the band or audition for the band. This is a great book, by the way, if you want to learn more about XTC. XTC is my favorite band, no big secret there. More than likely, he would have gotten that gig with Pink Floyd, and then we would not have had his contributions to Oranges and Lemons, nor would we have had his contributions to None Such or any of those B-sides that he did or anything after the fact. Just wanted to interrupt to say that. Back to the video. Yeah, this looks like his bass, kind of. Yeah. But he's got his burgundy mist. He's got a burgundy mist
which is
finish.
Like the color of...
He got it from John Entwistle.
Which we don't have no more. Maybe it got sold. That was beautiful. That's all we had.
Oh, you had a burgundy mist one in here?
Yeah, but it's Marcus Miller bass.
Ah.
Beautiful color, man. Is this the Flea one? Is this the Flea?
I don't know. Oh, you know what?
Does it say
it is the Flea.
It is a Flea, yeah. Because that's the Red Hot Chili Peppers thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it looks nice.
Yeah. It's nice and light, too. Yeah. I love this new era of, look at that, it says Flea on the back of the...
Yeah.
I like this new era of lighter instruments.
Well, usually what happens is, speaking from experience with like the Gibson custom shop stuff, I can get myself a couple of Les Pauls, you know, that like 59, 58 and stuff. And because the guys in the custom shop work with like the nicer quality wood that they can get their hands on, they weigh it all, and all the heavy stuff goes into Gibson USA, and all the light stuff goes into the custom shop.
That's funny.
And there used to be this thing way back in the day, because I've been working with guitars for 40 years now, and back in the 70s and the 80s, that's when I started in the 80s, but I had older friends that used to talk about it when I was a little kid and everything. and they would say that there was this like misnomer that the heavier a piece of wood was, the more resonant it was.
Right.
That's what they used to say.
Right.
They used to say that's why those Gibson Les Paul Customs that weigh 10.5 pounds, even 11 pounds sometimes, you know, that's why they've got so much sustain, is because it's like a block of steel, right? Well, it kind of, after years and years and years of, you know, experimentation, I guess, that they figured out that that's not exactly true.
Right, right.
And now, like, yeah, they've got this whole philosophy now. It's like the lighter the piece of wood is, the more resonant it is.
Yeah.
It's not, because it's not so dense that it's just killing the vibes.
And now you got all these guys with back trouble like Jimmy Page and everybody else.
Yeah.
My God.
So, you know, I mean, they're clearly for the more. But then again, with that said, it could be that Flea's bass could be a super lightweight bass, you know. So they've gone like, well, Flea's bass, it is, you know, marketed after Flea's bass. So
yeah, I don't know, it's as light, if not just a tad bit lighter than that bass I brought for you to set up.
Yeah.
I mean, I've noticed the newer ones are, even like the Music Man stuff used to be like weigh a ton.
Yeah.
And I mean, that bass there is like the heaviest bass in the store.
PV? It weighs like 12 pounds.
That T40 is a beast.
Yeah.
Man,
but
does
look
it
at the
sound
size
good.
of the bridge on it. It's like a huge chunk of steel in
It
there.
sounds so good. I
You
know,
that fell
you're
off
right.
the wall here. That was hanging
did?
over this side, and it fell off, and it didn't break.
Oh,
Any of
okay.
these other basses fall off, they break.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah. No, I'm really careful when I put them back.
Because it really is built like a damn.
I didn't touch it today, but I played it, you know, a month or so ago. Beautiful, wonderful bass.
Yeah, that was built to last. Well, that's how they used to build them back in the day. Built to last. Now it's like built to just replace when it.
Yeah. Well, they do that with cars too. You know.
Yeah. It's
Nothing's
like,
built to last anymore.
I think it's called something.
Planned obsolescence.
Planned
yes.
obsolescence.
Yes. Yeah. Not good. But yeah, I'm seeing some really cool stuff in here. That is a hit.
Yeah, it's
What
nice
a
color.
great little. What a
I guess
great
if that
little.
Marcus Miller's out front, well, 'cause that's a beautiful bass, man.
That's all, folks.